Hello friends, welcome to our channel BSc Agriculture. If you are coming to our channel for the first time, then don't forget to hit the subscribe button. So let's move to the video. In this video we are going to see about fundamentals of agronomy and agricultural heritage. I am going to cover unit 5 and the lecture topic is cropping pattern and cropping system, as well as the intensive cropping and the sustainable agriculture with IFS, integrated farming system. So the introduction, I am going to tell you about set of components that are interrelated as well as interacted among themselves in our field conditions. So a cropping system refers to a set of crop systems which make up a cropping activity in our field level or as farm systems. It also comprises of the components that are required for the production of particular crop, or else there is an interrelationship between them or a number of crops, or else with the environment. So while seeing what is the cropping pattern, the cropping pattern is nothing but a yearly sequence as well as the spatial arrangement of crops or the crops and fallow of that given area in a particular farm. So cropping system is nothing but the cropping pattern which is used to rely on the farm and their interaction with farm resources and other farm enterprises and other available technologies which determine their makeup. So which defines the cropping system. While seeing crop intensification techniques, they are intercropping, relay cropping, sequential cropping and ratoon cropping. So all such systems comes under the general term multiple cropping. So I am going to tell you about the forms of multiple cropping. So the first one is mixed cropping. You can able to see there are two types of crops. The first crop is cereal and the second crop below is pulses. So the mixing of two crops in the same field is known as mixed cropping. So the next one is row intercropping. Row intercropping is nothing but placing a crops in different rows. You can see there is a cereal crop as well as the pulse crop which is nearer to the cereal crop at a particular distance. You can able to see that in the second picture. You can able to see the sunflower crop standing as well as the pulses which used to cover the intermittent row which acts as an intercrop. So it's how the row intercropping works. So the strip cropping is nothing which is mainly followed in foreign countries in the cropping system. So the crops were used to go for miles and miles. You can able to see the first they are going for pulses and the second one is cereals, as well as the third one is again some of the oilseeds, and again they are going for pulses. So they are going to play a straight line of forming these crops which is known as strip crop intercropping. So the other is relay cropping. Relay cropping is where you can able to see the first the main crop which is harvested, the rice, and you can also see the intercrop as you can able to see the intercrop as pulses in this relay cropping method. So it's how the relay intercropping works, as well as the advantages of intercropping, which uses the better use of growth resources available for the crop, so which suppress the growth of weeds in the crop. The weed competition can be reduced. So and the yield, there is always a yield stability, as well as the successful intercropping gives high equivalent yields when there is equivalent to monocroppings, as well as reduce pest and disease incidents, as well as improve soil health and agro ecosystem. So and the other one is ratoon cropping. Ratoon cropping is nothing but the former crop can be used as a seed for the next season crop, which is mainly done in rice, as well as which is a simplified as well as special method in sugarcane ratooning. So and seeing the sustainable agriculture is nothing but the capable of maintaining the productivity and usefulness to society indefinitely and making resources for conserving, socially supportive, commercially competitive and environmentally sound is known as sustainable agriculture. So while saying what are the advantages of sustainable agriculture, production cost is very low when compared to normal one, and the overall risk of the farmer is reduced, as well as the pollution of water is avoided, and very little or no pesticide residue is ensured, and ensured both short-term and long-term profitability in the sustainable agriculture. While seeing what are the disadvantages, since sustainable agriculture has least quantum inputs, naturally the output yield may also be less. So the major components of sustainable agriculture system, they are soil and water conservation, efficient use of limited irrigation water, crop rotation, and integrated nutrient management, integrated pest management system to control weeds. So while seeing IFS, which is known as integrated farming system, where the two or more appropriate combination of enterprises are done. While seeing, I'm giving a picture model of integrated farming system IFS. You can see there is a crop growth, as well as the poultry and breed milky cows, as well as goat rearing and pig rearing are all concentrated integrated farming system. So while seeing the possible enterprises, in wetland based farming system you can go for crop plus fish plus poultry, or else mushroom cultivation. In gardenland you can go for crop plus dairy plus biogas plus sericulture, or else you can go for mushroom plus silviculture based on the amount availability. And the final one is dryland based farming system. You can go for crop plus goat plus agroforestry, or else horticulture crops. So you must need to remember an example for each and every one system. So you can go for the first one. So the benefits of IFS is higher productivity, and the profitability is said to be higher when compared to normal agriculture, and the sustainability of the IFS is higher, and there is a balanced food where the output or the wastage of one thing or one component can be the input for another component. You can able to use the straw of that crop to the feed for the milky cows or else goat rearings. So the recycling reduces pollution in the IFS model. So the money, there is always a money around the year in the IFS models. So the employment generation is higher in the integrated farming system, and the increased input efficiency in the IFS models, and the standard of living of the farmer is increased through integrated farming systems. So there is also a better utilization of land, labor, time and resources in the integrated farming system model. So I have given the lecture notes in the description. You can catch it for your exam. So if you like the video, then like it and share it with your friends, and subscribe to BSc Agriculture and hit the bell icon to get regular updates. So thanks for watching the video. Thank you. I will catch you up in next time.